work?
Yeah, very good work. It was we were looking. I told Juan to go a minute and change, and gallop out in 26, and Juan exactly what he did. Juan's a great work rider, so he worked just like the way we wanted him to.
With this being the final tune-up, obviously he's done his heavy lifting out in California. So what were you looking for from the horse today?
Just to look happy around the track, get one work over it, get him good and settled this week. That's why we came a little early, and he went very well. We were just what we wanted to do. Like I said, he's had plenty of work in California, so it wasn't about going fast today. It was just about cruising around there.
Has he settled in well here in Keeneland?
He really has. We had that one real cold day 2 days ago, but other than that, the weather's been pretty nice, and he's doing just great.
Does he seem to like the surface?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard surface to go over. It's fairly tight, a little bit similar to Del Mar maybe.
How do you feel about it right now with the work being done, the breeze being done, everything's pretty much done?
Pretty much done. It's a day by day until you get to the big day. But we're right there, and the work was right on schedule, so we're pretty happy.
Schedule for the week, you probably walk the bar, jog Monday, then gallop on the race. When you go to the track race day?
No, not on Saturday. Okay. He'll be on the track Monday through Friday next week.
When you watch him run, is it pure joy, or is it relief, or is it, what are the emotions when you're watching him race?
Well, when I watch him race, it's relief, because we know he's good enough, and you just hope everything goes well. And it's exciting at the same time. I kind of save the that kind of feelings till later. We delay them a little bit. So everything went well.
Has anything he's done this year surprised you?
Not really. He's nothing he's done to surprise me.
What does this mean to you and your team? I mean, you've worked with some of your guys for decades, you said, and to have this culmination of all this work come together on this horse, what does that mean to you all?
Yeah, well, I mean, we won one of these a few years ago at Churchill, and it'd be great to win another one. I've got a top team of grooms and everybody that works for me. Well, every horse is different, and he had the hip injury as a 2-year-old, later getting to the races. So, it's just been his path. It wasn't that I was particularly patient, but we let the horse lead us, and we try to be good stewards with him because he's shown such talent.
Some people, though, would not be that patient. You might try to push him forward. Why did you not?
Because I know better. You go into all these old sayings. If you take care of the horse, they'll take care of you. And I just know with horses, they're individuals, and they all come at their own rate and their own pace. And he showed so much ability, we weren't going to do anything that other than we thought was 100%.
John, you can make a case that since American Pharaoh, Flightline may be the biggest favorite to come in since then to the class. Talk about what that means to you.
Well, I mean, first of all, I respect every horse in the race. It's a top-class field of horses, really good horses. You have the ascending 3-year-olds. You have the older horses that are, really good horses. So it's a very good race. We don't take anything for granted. We don't take any of our competition for granted, So we'll just look ahead towards next weekend, and we see the draw Monday. That'll help us kind of line up some strategy, who lands at what post, things like that. But right now, we're happy today, and that's about it, I guess.
John, one thing about it with this horse, you don't have to worry about just making one owner happy because he's got a lot of owners. Can you sort of talk about the ownership?
Yeah, we have wonderful ownership. We have Jane Lyon, who's the breeder. She kept a leg of them as a yearling. Horonis Racing, my principal client, they're great. We have West Point Thoroughbreds. I don't have to tell you about them. They're great. So we got a really good group of owners, and they've been very, very understanding on what needed to get done. And I got to give a special thanks to David and Gordo, who's kind of helped me on the management side. He gets out the details out to the partnership and everything like that. But ownership has been great.
How did it come together? I mean, who bought the horse originally, and then did they sell pieces, or was it all before the sale they came together?
Well, you're going to probably ask David and Gordo, because he put the deal together. I was in California when they bought him. I'd seen pictures of him, and I'd talked to David on the phone. And I think, how it came together, he'd have the answers on that.
You'd seen pictures and everything. When you first got him in your barn, what was the impression?
Well, I saw him when he came down from Saratoga in November. He was still in Kentucky before he went down to Florida as a 2-year-old. I drove out to Lane's End and looked at him and saw what a great-looking horse he was. And, he's just one of those prospects you want to have in the barn, and then hopefully they step up.
Could you tell? I mean, how quickly could you tell this one's special?
He's never hid his talent since we've had him, and even in Ocala, nobody's ever been around him has been surprised by how good he is. He's always shown great ability from day one.
As you said, on paper, the competition is better than he has seen so far. Is it too much to expect him to run away from the field again?
I don't get into that, Will the races always play out like they play out? And my main concern is having him in great shape for next Saturday. And then you've got really a great rider in Flavian Pratt to ride him. He'll kind of decide what he wants to do.
I ask you about Bran,
Yeah.
the Kentucky Downs horse. Yeah. Just talk about how he's doing and going into the turf sprint.
He's doing really well. I had a nice work here yesterday. We worked him on the turf. I haven't been able to really work him on the grass out in California. We don't have turf works. 1.5 and 48 look good. The distance could be a little short for him. Usually in a Breeders' Cup race, you get a lot of speed. So hopefully he'll set up for a good closing kick.
So, like everything you've seen about him.
Yeah, doing well, doing great. I mean, this would be a tough field, tougher than he ran in last time, but he's coming right up there.
May I ask a logistical question?
Uh-huh.
Is she going to work Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys had one last
Thank you, John. Thanks, John.
You've done the 3:30 a.m. walk out with him? I heard he likes to follow the second one at 3:30 in the morning with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've done that? What's he do? Just comes out?
Well, we believe in kind of warming the horses up before we go to the track, so we walk them about a half an hour at that time, and then we take them out to the track. So I've seen him out there. All right.